Now we're recording.
Now we're recording. God, I can't. I'm so glad you didn't get that last story on there, dude. I don't need to embarrass myself again.
Fuck.
All right, fellas.
Too good.
Danny Panhead and Rhino of the Lowlife Chopper podcast. Thanks for having me aboard the fucking Riverside Lowlife podcast app, dude. It's so sick that you guys have your own app to record podcasts.
Yeah, I coded it myself. No, thanks. Yeah, we're super stoked to have you on, dude. It's been a long time. I think the Lowlife podcast and your podcast started around the same time.
Yeah.
Like 2018-ish, 2017.
Sure.
In a minute.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've been doing MC Shop Tees for like, fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, 17, 18, somewhere in there. Yeah, there was somebody else doing a motorcycle podcast. Fuck, some guy out of like Colorado, maybe. I was doing a lot of like construction work and I was working out of state, so I was driving a lot, had just started listening to Rogan, and he kept telling people on his podcast, oh, you should start a podcast. Like every guest came on was like, oh, this is sick. I was wondering what you were doing in your basement, like this works and you should. And then he would say, you should start a podcast. So I just heard him say that so many times. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to do it. So I did, and I didn't even start it off to be a motorcycle podcast. It was just like, just wanted to talk to the creative people I knew that had figured out how to live outside the 8 to 5, fucking hustle. But I love motorcycles. So, it just like drifted that way. Like every ounce of free time I got doing it, I'm like getting on a motorcycle and riding someplace and then meeting more interesting people on motorcycles or because of motorcycles. And, now I wouldn't call it. I mean, it is a motorcycle podcast. I don't ever refer to it as that, or I don't like, if I introduce myself to somebody, hell, I hardly ever even tell people I have a podcast,
Yeah.
So weird.
Yeah, we do. We're pretty squarely in the chopper podcast category.
Lowlife Chopper podcast. Yeah,
we talk about it. We say we're going to talk about hardcore music. We talk about, we have tattoo artists on, we have other people on, but 99% of the show is very chopper specific.
Yeah. A lot of times we don't even talk about motorcycles, I just meet the people through motorcycles. And then,
true.
And then the conversation goes wherever.
Yeah.
People are interesting and there's like so many different facets to life. It's like, and it's funny, you have people on that aren't familiar with podcasts and they have like this, they've already thought about the stuff they're going to talk about. And then we don't talk about any of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No planning, no script.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know for a fact that chopper guys are just like the best people in the world. Like there's a Venn diagram out there somewhere of personality traits and hobbies and shit. You got your skaters, your hardcore kids, your fucking, your chopper guys. And we all seem to share like the same ethics and shit. So we get people on because they're into choppers, but then we just bullshit and talk about fucking their dog or whatever the fuck, we just, whatever we want, we don't have an agenda, just let it flow. But
yeah, that's good. I like that format.
It makes it easy. I don't have to plan anything.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And you got a co-host. Like, how does that dynamic work? Do you guys talk a lot before and after the podcast, what you do and don't like about how it went, or what you want to try and get out of a guest? Or surely there's like some back and forth on that regard. Are you guys like, we're not talking to each other until the microphone's fucking recording? That way, we can capture all the shit that people want to hear about anyways, that I want to tell you.
Yeah.
I think we talk every day. We talk all day, every day.
Yeah. And it's usually podcast related.
Yeah. Podcast or show or chopper related. Cause we build bikes like constantly. We always have a project going, so we talk motorcycles, we talk podcasts, we talk about, our show that we're putting on, but yeah, we get along great. And we don't really, it's when we get on the podcast to like record, we hit record and shit, but to me, I don't even feel like I'm recording anything. I'm not like putting on a show. We just fucking bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And whether it's just me and Dan or fucking if we have a guest or multiple guests, we just pretend like we're in person, you know? I'd love to do more in person stuff. And we do in person stuff every once in a while, but with everybody's fucking schedules and shit, it's so easy to just hop on a video call and riff,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
hard enough to line up 2 people, much less to put in a third. So do you guys
Mhm.
is it mainly you guys have guests on or mainly it's the 2 of you interacting?
I'd say it's probably 50-50. Sometimes
Yeah.
we'll have depending, you know, like on, you know, we might do like 7 interviews in a row. And then sometimes like the last couple weeks, we're just like, our show that we're doing, which we'll talk about a little bit. Well, actually, we'll talk about it quite a bit. The Idle Hand show is kind of intertwined with the podcast. So we talk about that a lot. We have people that are involved in that on, and it's kind of how we unveil. We have a chopper building competition, and we actually unveil who makes the next cut, like on the show. And we do live streams where those people can like hop in, and our Patreons can hop in and fucking chat with us and shit. So we try to be as interactive as possible because you know the only reason we're we're relevant or even like anybody wants to talk to us is because we have people that listen to us every single week. So yeah, we it's our fan base is kind of it's been described as like kind of a cult, you know? Like these people, like, dude, the people that like as soon as I
Who's
see a
doing all the
motherfucker that listens
fucking,
to our
man?
show, dude, it's not like, hey, what's up, brother, and a handshake. It's bear hugs, your feet are off the ground, you know? Like
Yeah,
we're
good.
already boys, you know?
I love that. Well, I have something I would like to propose to you guys for your show, but let's hear about your show first because I
All
wanna
right.
make sure that my idea is like, fits in with this.
All
Okay.
right.
The Idle
Yeah,
Hand
so
Show.
I'll start, Dan.
Mhm.
So we have a show. It's a chopper competition and show. We launched it in July of last year,
Okay.
and it's going to happen July 11th and 12th in Manchester, New Hampshire. And what it is, it's a building competition. One bike, one builder. No popularity contest, no bullshit. We have 3 heavily credentialed judges. The competition started off, we had 150 bikes. Anybody could enter. All you needed to do was post to the Idle Hands page and tag us and say, "Here's my pile of parts." Aerial view, exploded view, you
Had
know,
to be
of
current.
just
It couldn't be like
your
a
shit
pile of
pile.
parts from last
Yep.
year.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Current pile of
some
parts.
dudes even just had like fucking tubing that they were gonna make a frame out of, like they didn't even source the motor yet.
Yeah.
And everybody that submitted into the show is in the show. So we had 150 people for our first year. Everybody that completes their chopper, and it has to be a chopper, everybody who completes their chopper will be in the show in Idle Hands in 2026. We have 3 cuts. So you build, you post, you tag us. We don't have so we have 3 rules to the competition. Rule number 1, there's no rules. Rule number 2, do it yourself. Rule number 3, chopper shit. Whatever that means to you. Go to the fucking swap meets, get fucking tanks, go fucking dig through a scrap bin and fucking make a fender out of a fucking dishwasher. We don't give a shit. Chopper shit.
Yeah.
But we're going to do 3 cuts. You post that shit. And our first cut was October 1st. Everybody that wanted to continue in the competition, they put their picture. This is what I've done in the last 3 months. So, you know, I'll just backtrack a little bit. The reason we wanted to go with the judges, so I'll just shout out to our judges, our celebrity judges. They love it when I call them celebrities. Big Truth from Chop Ahead, Craig and John from Easy Co, and John Moorhead from Long John Chopper Co. So these guys, they've done it all. They build the bikes. They know what the fuck they're looking at. We didn't want to have a competition where, you know, your average Joe Schmo is just like, he looks at a pile of parts. He can't envision it like, like maybe someone that builds bikes could, you know? And also me and Dan are not judges. So if anybody has any problems, they're not going to come to my knocking on my door and kick my ass. You go go down to Easy Co and talk to
Yeah.
John.
Yeah.
You know?
Go talk to
So-
Truth. Go talk
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Yeah,
Big
yeah.
Truth, dude.
Go air out your grievances with Big Truth.
Yeah. Let me know how that goes.
Yeah. So the first cut, what we did was it splits. All right. So now the show splits. We have a main show called the A side, right? So if you're a musical guy, record A side, B side. We have the A side is competing for a $10,000 purse. All right. So we have a $10,000 prize. The B side, you still are in the show. So you complete your bike, you're still in the show, and you're in the lineup. Okay. But you're not eligible to win the grand prize, obviously. So we cut 150 bikes. First cut's the deepest. We cut it down to 50 bikes. So we cut 100 motherfuckers out. We're
Oh
down to
my
50
gosh, by
bikes.
October you did this?
Yeah.
3 months. Get your fucking shit together. Yeah.
So
That's-
now the cut down, was this fucking truth? Craig, John, and John, like they
Yep.
made
We
them
put
go through all
100.
150.
We put
Yep.
100. I think it was like 140 something bikes. And
Now
because some
did
people
they get
dropped
like
out,
their
they were like,
names and
yeah.
their Instagram handle so they could like look at other stuff, or they were just
Yeah. So
supposed
they
to look at
posted
what
an
they're filming?
update. Yeah. So you have to
Yeah.
post an update and say, this is where I'm at now. And then they look at the picture, they go through your fucking, they shout out to the judges, dude. These guys taking this very seriously. They go through all the shit. They're following the page. They see everything in our stories, everything we post. And yeah, we cut it down to 50. And then we just had a cut January 1st.
The judges are putting in fucking work, going through all these
Yeah.
guys, cutting them down. Now we're down to 25 builders. There's still
Yep.
6 months left till the show, so they still got a lot of time, but you got
There's
it narrowed
another
down pretty good.
we're gonna narrow it, we're gonna cut it in half again. So April Fool's Day, we're gonna cut it down to 12, the final 12. All right.
So are we still like making the A side or
That's the A side. This is all A side. If you get cut, you're on the B side. You're still building. You're still a part of the show. You're still tagging us. We're still posting your shit because the spirit of the show is everybody wins. It's not a consolation prize. Everybody gets a fucking rad ass chopper that you built yourself at the end of the day. And I want to party with you in fucking New Hampshire in July.
great way to
So,
look at it?
but we also want to shine a big old spotlight on the motherfuckers that are like the creme de la creme. Like if you're in the A side, you're building the baddest shit. You're fucking investing yourself, the blood, sweat, and tears. There's no cap in money. There's no it's just we have all sorts of different kinds of bikes. We got panheads, we got shovel heads, we got fucking CB 750s, we got BSAs, we got fucking XS 650s. Like everybody, it's just like choppers. It's you don't have to have the biggest wallet. You don't have to have the most followers. This is about like show us what you're doing. Throughout the entire competition, people are showing us what they're doing and how they're building things and their fuck ups and how they're succeeding and shit. So April is the last cut down to 12. You show up on July 11th, and the first thing that we're going to do is everybody got to start their fucking bike up. So A side and B side, you got to show us that you got pistons in that motherfucker, dude. We want to hear that thing running. So we're going to do a big ceremony where everybody fucking 150 bikes start up.
All running at the same time?
Yeah, and here's the coolest part. Here's the coolest part. To keep the B side jazzed, yeah. The morning of the competition, the judges are going to bump up the wild card, the Devil's Dozen, the 13th builder is going to get pulled up from the B side to the A side.
Nice.
So if you show up to the B side, you got cut and you're like, fuck Idle Hands, fuck Rhino, fuck Dan. Show up with a fucking badass motherfucking bike and you get to sit on the A side too. And you're going to get voted on by the judges the day of the competition.
Sick.
Yeah. Yeah. So super stoked on it, dude. And it's been going really well. Like the people that are in this, like the builders, the best part about this whole thing too. So I said we have a 10G purse, right? This is all crowdfunded. We've raised money through our Patreon for our podcast. We raise money through our merch for our podcast and the show. And we raise money through a GoFundMe. And our supporters, our builders, those are the people that are putting in money. And so far, dude, we've raised in the last 4 months $6,000. I have no question we're gonna get to 10 grand by July. No fucking way. We don't have one fucking sponsor yet. So
cool.
it's all grassroots, all crowdfunded. There's no sponsors. Electron isn't gonna give everybody a fucking carb to put on their fucking chopper for the show. Like you have to do it yourself, You got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. You're going to have to go rob fucking copper wiring, to get some fucking nice parts or whatever you got to do. It's chopper
Whatever it
shit, dude.
takes, dude.
Hustle.
You gotta want it.
Yeah.
You got to want it, dude.
You
Yeah.
gotta want it.
But
And
it's
that's just
about the bike. It's not about obviously there's the money involved and all that, that potentially comes with it. But it's about the bike. It's about build the bike and bring it out and put it all. We're all going to be in one spot and we're going to throw a hell of a party for you. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it is.
Yep.
And we want to do it every fucking year.
Yeah.
That's sick.
I mean, that's our mission for our podcast and for this show is like, dude, chopper people are the best. You go to a fucking show, dude, you can throw your $300 helmet on your sissy bar. You don't have to worry about it getting stolen. Like chopper people are the best people. And I want to know every single motherfucking last one of them. So we got people in this competition coming from Washington, coming from fucking California, lots of from Ohio, lots from fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
And, they're all fucking talking to each other. It's going to be fucking huge. And we're going to have people from all over and we get to finally meet a lot of these people we know, just being a part of the chopper, culture or whatever and going to shows and shit like that. But a lot of these people I haven't met, and we're just going to put on a banger ass show.
50 guys submit bikes and willing to build.
I was blown away, dude.
Show.
Honestly, it's very humbling, because me and Dan, we hatched this little plan because we put on couple little chopper shows in our area, but we had a show that we were going to do last summer that got canceled because the venue fell through. And we went out to party at the Penn East.
Nice.
So we had a lot of time in the car because we're from New Hampshire. So we're just spitballing and we go, you know what? Yeah, we could just put on a little rinky dink show again, but let's just go fucking big,
Yeah.
We're spry young fellas. Let's fucking just do what we want to do. The whole thing is like, there's not a lot of building competitions. There's not a lot of chopper building competitions, like obviously you got People's Champ. That's like the standard, that's the biggest, that's the best.
Yeah.
They used to have like the Greasy Dozen. They used to have like some going on,
Yeah.
But there's not really a lot out there. So we're like, what kind of show would we want to put on? What kind of show would we want to enter into? And it's like, I would want to go into a show knowing that if I just have like an 883 Sportster, I might have a fucking shot if I hustle my ass off,
Well, like
and
you
either
said,
way,
everybody's a winner. Once you finish your bike and ride it to that show, now you're part of the 150 other dudes that built choppers over the last 12 months. And you got them at the show, hopefully you rode them to the motherfucker.
Right. Yeah. That's a lot of fucking people are saying they're setting up rides from fucking Cali and all sorts of like the whole Colorado cruise coming out together, the whole Ohio. There's like a fucking Sharks and Jets situation going on with the Colorado and the Ohio cruise. It's
they're
fucking
beefing,
hilarious.
dude. They're beefing hard.
Yeah, it's really funny. We have them all in a group chat and shit. So they all get to collaborate with each other and bounce ideas. And that group chat's fucking nonstop. It's really cool. And there's a lot of really talented fucking people in there. And it's a really cool fucking thing that's going on.
Yeah, you guys should be stoked. I mean, I'm having trouble, getting 6 guys to build bikes for my show.
Well, not for nothing. You require them to give them away over a CeeLo game. Which, by the way, I have to say, man, we just had John and Craig on a couple months ago or whatever. I was fucking dying to ask them about that. What a fucking idea, dude. For real. That's the coolest shit ever.
Yeah, it was born out of I had the idea years ago to like invite a bunch of people, all build bikes, ride to a certain spot, play a game, and then everybody ride their bikes home. And then it morphed into what it turned into at Born Free Texas and the CeeLo Scramble. And dude, I mean, it was a ton of fun. And I think all the guys, nobody really knew what to think. And I wasn't giving them I was just giving them breadcrumbs along the way.
Yeah.
And I think everybody was stoked afterwards. I mean, it was a fucking party. And the night of that game was fucking crazy, dude. There was just like dirt and fucking, I mean, it was nuts.
Yeah, it's so fucking cool. Those dudes, all those guys that did the first year, like that's going to be some historic chopper shit. You know what I mean? People are going to be talking about that in 100 years. I think that's so fucking rad.
Yeah,
it's so cool that they were willing to do that too. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, it's a sick fucking idea. But I remember like watching the EasyCo YouTube channel and shit, and them being like, "We don't know how nice we have to make this bike. Like, we don't know what everybody else is doing. Like, are we going too far? Are we not going far enough? Like." And they were really stressing that shit. So it's fucking cool, man.
Well, I mean, nobody, It was a tough one. You didn't want to show up with the shittiest bike there, right? You
Right.
didn't want to go overboard and like just fucking put your wad out there. But that's
Exactly.
kind of the trick is picking the right people that can capably do this without fucking, taking money off their food off their kids' plate. Uh,
Right.
but also have pride in what they do, and they're not going to show up with a piece of shit,
Mhm.
Mhm.
And that first group, I mean, that was a great group of guys. The bikes were fucking killer. The party was awesome. We're gonna go for it again, and I've learned some things. I'm gonna incorporate some more people out of the crowd.
Hell
Somebody's
yeah.
gonna go home with another motor. Um, it's gonna be fun. I think I'm gonna require more out of them too, and I'm gonna make them like do a 2-day ride. Like show up early. We're gonna
Oh,
leave
fuck
and
yeah.
go party at a wicked spot in Oklahoma, and then ride back. That way, everybody can burn a tank on each bike. Because that was the best part, the ride. Like
Yep.
swapping bikes with people and like seeing your bike that you thought you tightened the axle nuts on riding
Mm.
you with some fucking builder you respect.
Oh,
You're like, oh shit, did I make, is there
dude.
Loctite on that thing, dude?
Oh, that's so fucking scary.
For real.
Holy shit. But it's fucking awesome. And then hearing that all the bikes fucking made it there and back, and Jay Ryan or whoever having trouble in the morning and getting it figured the fuck out. Like that's what makes that shit awesome. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
it,
It was really fucking cool, man.
it was cool. So I mean, I was gonna do it last year, and I had a couple guys like back out in the middle of the year,
Mm.
and I just didn't. I had myself spread too thin last year, so I just pulled the plug, and I was like, let me draw it back. And I think it'd be something cool to do every other year. I don't have to do that every year.
There you
Um,
go.
so yeah, I'm pretty excited about the list we got right now. I'm not gonna say any names. Need to get everybody confirmed and get some of the logistics figured out. And really, I try and wait till Born Free California to like really push it.
Sure.
Just let them do their thing out there, and then we'll do our thing in Texas.
Fuck yeah. That's
Uh,
awesome.
but what I was saying, I got an idea. So last year I did Danger Dan's international kickstart competition, and I took it throughout the whole fucking country. We gave away boots and belt buckles at every event. And then invited everybody to Texas for like the fucking, the grand finale, dude. It was sick. We had a LCQ on Friday night. We took a couple more people from that. And then on Saturday, it was, winners from all over the country competing for a set of lead sled invaders. I think we had like $2,500 in cash. Um, Fuck, I don't know what else. Oh, we had a dinner plate of a belt buckle from Choppers magazine. Anyways, it was sick, and I want to do it again. And I would like to do it at y'all's event at the Idle
Dude,
show.
fuck
Brother,
yes. Are you kidding
breaking
me?
news here.
No,
We,
no.
we were hoping, dude. We were hoping we were going to ask you. Uh, that's amazing, dude. Because so the Idle Hand show. All right, it's a chopper carnival. All right, we're gonna have carnival games,
Yeah.
bike games, drag races, and now you heard it here first, folks. The international kickstart competition. That's amazing.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm
That's
still
fucking
putting
awesome,
together
dude.
all the logistics. I know you don't got any sponsors, but I'm gonna bring some sponsors with me. Right now, for sure, the winner's gonna get a custom knife made by Nick.
Oh
Which is
man.
sick,
Fucking A.
because it's crazy, dude. We're gonna give away like probably 12 or 13 knives made by Nick this year, but only the bikes that run. Like this is
Ah,
these motherfuckers got to work. And I think it would be cool if you guys on your end like did some kind of contingency prize where if you're on the A side and you win the competition, maybe there's something else we can throw in. I'm gonna think of something, like if
yeah.
one of the baddest bikes at your A side show wins the Kickstart competition, I'm gonna find something extra to throw at them. So
Fuck
Oh
yeah, dude.
shit. Yeah.
maybe like
Damn,
I'll
sweetening
feature
the
them with
pot.
MC Shop tees, because obviously they
Ugh.
probably have a shop. Maybe that's what we'll do. If somebody from the A side wins the Kickstart competition, I'll do a featured MC Shop tee with them and send shirts all over.
That's
the
beautiful, man.
That's so fucking cool, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, dude.
That's fucking awesome.
Well, I love what you guys are doing, and I know events are, dude, they're a lot more work than people fucking realize. But a lot of people need just that nudge or that fucking invitation or just that reason to get out and ride their motorcycles. And
Mm.
Yeah.
and I'm sure you guys know, like riding motorcycles is fucking sick.
Yeah.
I need a
Yeah.
reason to, like, come home and reel it in, which I've got that, but some people just need they just need they need a place to go ride their bikes and a place for other
Yeah.
like-minded people to come together, and,
Yep.
uh, and I appreciate you guys doing what you're doing, and, yeah,
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
not
dude.
100% sure I'm gonna be able to make it in July, but I talked to Craig at EasyCo, and he's gonna run it if I can't make it, you know?
Fuck yeah.
Figure
Cool.
he's
Okay.
a great person to talk shit to people whose motorcycles don't start,
Oh
okay?
yeah.
Have you ever been to New Hampshire?
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I toured through there years ago playing music, and then did I make it there on the way to the block party? No, I broke down in the Catskills, ended up hanging out with this fucking witch in the woods, waiting on the primary belt to show up, dude.
That sounds about right.
It was sick. A couple of the guys I was with, they kept going, they made it all the way to Maine.
No
Um,
shit.
but yeah, no, I
Good luck
didn't.
with the witch. She manifests.
Dude, she
Did
was
you
in the
manifest
swamp.
parts?
I seen her a couple days ago. She's now down in the swamps outside of New Orleans.
Holy shit.
Talking about a real fucking witch, dude.
Some oh brother or art thou shit.
Yeah, it was good. You know, it's amazing the places that I broke down and the amazing people that I've met breaking down. You know, like I know that
Oh
when
yeah.
my motorcycle quits working, I'm fixing to meet somebody, you know.
Mm,
I'm gonna
that's a cool
need
way to look at it.
needing people, you know, like forced relationships sometimes end up becoming awesome relationships. You know, when you gotta lean on the people around you, you end up finding the real ones, the fucking real dudes, real women. They show up and they're willing to
Yep.
help. And, you know, you never forget that shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Motorcycle people are like that. That's why I like them, you know? Like, they're the kind of motherfucker that you're like, "Yo, I gotta move." And they'll be over there, they'll take their Saturday, and they'll fucking help move heavy-ass furniture out of your house, you know? They'll
Talk
float
shit the
you
whole
for a
time.
carton of cigarettes till your next fucking paycheck, you know? Like, they're just shirt off their back type of people, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
for
Most
sure.
motherfuckers aren't like that, though. Because, like, in my in my normal life, like, outside of fucking motorcycles and shit, motherfuckers won't spit on your face if your teeth are on fire, you know?
Dude, you
Like,
gotta hang
everybody's
around
just
some
doing their own
different
fucking
fucking
shit.
people, dude.
Yeah. That's why I don't have any non-motorcycle friends anymore. I was just like, yeah, we used to be friends in fucking elementary school, but I've moved on.
I got some good friends that don't ride motorcycles. And it's so funny because they all want to ride motorcycles so fucking bad.
You need an intervention, dude.
Yeah.
Get them on a fucking bike.
I don't, you know, if they're not willing to do it on their own, you know, they say those things, right? You know, like I'm not
Yeah.
like a big proponent of just making things easy on people. You know, like if you're not willing to put in some fucking work, we can't hang out, you know?
Yep.
That's just how it is.
7 days in a week, some days not one of them.
That's
Fucking
exactly
figure that
right.
shit out.
So what's y'all's dailies? Like, what do you guys ride? What's your daily? Dan head panty? Dan head
Dan had panties way better.
Dan head panties. That's what I
Panties.
just said, right?
What's in that
Fuck it.
coffee?
Please
take
tell
it.
me you ride a Dan head, dude.
Yeah, it isn't fucking now. I've got an 88 Evo Sporty Chop that I did a few years back that I'm selling. And then the daily right now is it's a 92 Evo Chop that I just built. And then I'm working on an SNS Panhead this year. So I'll be putting that out at Idle Hands this year as well.
Nice. So are you guys both building bikes for Idle Hands?
Yeah.
Yep. I got a Jenny
Sick.
shovel I'm building.
Yeah. Our biggest builds yet. We're not fucking around. We're both going
Show
fucking
quality.
ham. Yeah, we're doing like as close to show bike as we get. So
Wow.
yeah. Yep.
And what are you building, Rhino?
I got a Jenny 69 Jenny shovel that I'm building. Going nuts. Got nice Bone Orchard Springer on it now. Thanks to
Sick.
Panty Dan Head. I bought his Springer like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I'm stoked on that one. I sold my shovel head and I bought a fucking Softail that I chopped that I rode last year. I got a couple of bikes that I'm building right now. I haven't announced it yet. But I'm building another bike for another show this year. So I'm doing like a tandem build right now. So I got the shovel head and then I'm doing this other build that I signed an NDA, so it'll be coming out in the next
For
couple of
real,
weeks.
dude, you signed an NDA? What the fuck kind of
I didn't
show is
really, I
this,
didn't
dude?
really, but
I bet
I
there's
don't know what the
sponsors at this show for sure.
I don't know. I don't know what the bike is. It's I will say that I don't know what the bike is, but I'm being given a bike. They're gonna sign over a title to a random bike next Friday, and I'll be building whatever it is.
You don't
So
even know?
I don't know what it is.
What is this, some kind of fucking Discovery Channel shit, dude? Is this Orange County choppers, bud?
It's
Maybe.
actually it's a lot more local than that. It's just this. It's really really crazy
It's a new fucking
opportunity.
Lowlife podcast reality show we're launching on
Is
fucking
Yeah,
this the
Octane
CeeLo
TV, bro.
Scramble, dude?
shit.
Yeah, so I got
It's
a mystery bike that I'm gonna be building starting next Friday. I get to it's me and 2 other builders, and there's like a pool of bikes, and we're each gonna pull a number, and we get to pick one of the 4 bikes.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds fucking cool.
Mm.
yeah, it's really rad. It's a really
Yeah, it's pretty
cool
cool. And I get a free
scenario.
bike out of the deal, so that's why I did it. As if I don't have enough on my plate, I was like, "Yeah, I can do 2 builds simultaneously while putting on the show and doing the fucking podcast and raising
Yeah,
a family and all that shit, and working a full-time job."
Oh, you're killing it,
Pile it on,
dude.
dude. 2026 is gonna be lit.
yeah.
Oh, man. So you're building an S&S panhead. Is this like, what kind of frame you got it in?
It's in an original 1950 frame, original 1950 transmission. This I got a fucking. It's a Hail Mary, like you hear about. Had a buddy hit me up. He's like, "Hey, this old timer out in the woods got this panhead just sitting. He wants this for it." I'm like, "I'll take out a fucking personal loan. Tell him I'm coming." Took out the personal loan, went up, picked it up, and now I'm chopping the shit out of it. But yeah, it's an S&S 88-inch stroker, but it's got the original 1950 frame. I'm trying my best not to fuck with it as much as I
You
can.
fucked with it a little bit.
I've
Fuck
fucked with it a
that
little bit.
thing, dude. Those fucking
I'm not.
Those
Velcro
resto
frames are
guys gonna be in
goofy
the
as
comment
fuck,
section,
dude.
bro.
This
Yeah.
shit's just gonna crack and break on you. You might as well just sell it and buy a fucking Paco, dude.
Oh
You'll be
fuck.
done.
Yeah, for real. I looked at getting a fucking repop, and I don't have that kind of fucking cash either. So I'm just gonna do what I can with what I have. I'm gonna do some mild molding to the frame, but nothing that's gonna like really fuck it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit different. I usually tend to go for like my Sportster, my Evo build, my first Sportster build I did. They're all 6 or 8 over. This one's gonna be stock length, wide glide, short, fucking big ass Oxford Co bars. And yeah, I don't know. I have a kind of certain idea in my head. It's going to be a little bit different for what I'm used to doing, but
What kind of wheel?
I'm
What size wheels?
I got a 16 cast Daytona on the rear, and then I've got a 21 spoolie on the front right now, and I'm running it's right. I got the wide glide off him. I haven't even measured it yet. Is it stock length or 2 under?
I think it's stock length.
So okay, stock
21
length. Yeah.
inches. Hold on.
So it sits like real nice and stout. I've got the real high wall. They're the classic 2s or something like that by Shinko. Real tall sidewall. So it's got this real nice flat low stance to it. That's kind of what I'm going for. I'm not married to the solid rear, but that's what I've got on there for now. But yeah, sprung seat. Fucking, I'm actually running a front fender from like a 2014 to 2020. I think it's like an FLT fairing or something, or front fender. And I'm flipping that and fucking running that as my rear fender and shit.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
want the real tall sidewalls and shit. So I've got some molding ideas and stuff. I'm starting to actually, today's my last day at my current job. As of Monday, I'm starting as a restoration technician at a muscle car restoration shop.
Sick.
So with this one in mind, and I do paint too. I don't know if you're familiar. I'm No Luck Paintworks, so I've done motorcycle paint for the last like 5-6 years, and I fucking love it. But now I'm doing it full time on this. So my main thing on the panhead is the body work and the paint and the fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That stuff, I really want to dial that shit in and get, all the trim work and all that kind of shit. So that's what I'm really focusing on this one, rather than making it wild and fucking tall and skinny and out and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, were you at Born Free Texas this year?
Oh yeah.
Did you see Clay Crick's rotary?
The red one?
Who?
Clay Craig, he had the rotary engine.
Fuck, dude. I didn't even do a walkthrough of the fucking
Oh
invited
shit.
bikes.
No,
I was fucking running around like an animal with my head cut off, dude.
I was gonna say it sounds like you had a lot of shit going on.
I threw a party on the complete opposite side of the whole place.
Oh yeah, you did the art show in the woods and shit, right?
Did the art show in the woods. Now I did come up and do the Kickstart competition at the main stage. And that was it. I don't think I ever came inside the bowl again after that. I know that's bullshit. I was there for a little bit, but I didn't see it. Why? What's up?
No, he painted it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a sick ass bike, dude. It's a rotary fucking motor.
I remember seeing it on the internet, like
Yeah.
the motor that he was putting together.
Yeah.
No, the only bike I looked at was fucking Hawk Lachey's bike.
Oh yeah.
And I've already seen it, but now I've got one, and I was just like trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna like do something similar, like his shit is so fucking wild. I want to leave this. I got a 2019 I'm building that I want to like leave the suspension on. I want it to have like the stock dimensions with the stock suspension, but get rid of the backbone, get rid of the fucking carburetor, all the put a magneto on there, Frisco mount a sportsman tank.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm an asshole, dude. I was fucking I was in the woods and riding my dirt bike the whole time, dude. I put on a race Saturday morning. I got out there Sunday night and worked from sunup to sundown till fucking Thursday night, really.
Damn.
Like I cleared a bunch of trees, I made trails, I hung these fucking Christmas lights through the woods. So like,
what the fuck? You were clearing trails, dude?
Oh, for real, dude. I put on a fucking race as well. But no, like I cut these trails so that when the party started on Friday night, I flipped the switch and all these Christmas lights lit up, and they were lit up trails through the woods, because where my party was at was not anywhere close to where anybody was. So I needed a lights that guided everybody back to the woods, and it turned out cool. Sick. I worked my fucking ass off for that week, dude.
That's a really cool idea. I like that. Doing it in the woods.
It turned out pretty fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
That's some witchy shit right there. Learn a thing or two from that witch.
Uh-huh. Oh, I got more
people into the woods,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, have you guys made it out west for any shows?
Furthest west we went was Ohio last year. I'm tickling maybe doing the last EDR. I got a lot of friends out west that really want that to happen.
I mean, that's not that far away, dude. That's a fucking fairly easy ride for you.
Yeah, get out there in like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I can't swing that shit.
Yeah. I can't either. I'm not going to be able to make it happen either.
Someone in New Jersey, what is it? Kickstart or something in New Jersey. He's doing a convoy out there. He had a trailer. I think he had a few spots left. I might be able to get in on that. I don't know if they're still available, but it's the last one. I fucking love Mexico, dude.
I fucking love Mexico.
I love it.
Where do you like to go in Mexico?
So I used to live in Phoenix, dude. And, I used to go down to Nogales. That's like a day trip, get some butts, go fucking to the bazaar down there. But, I used to go, this is a funny story or a weird story. I'll just start by saying my roommate at the time was a door-to-door meat salesman. All right. So not obviously college educated people, but like really fun people. And the guy that owned the company, he had a mansion down in Puerto Penasco or
is this
Rocky
one of those
Point.
guys that like drives around with the mini freezer in the back of his truck selling steaks?
Yep. Yeah, we don't have that around here, but like down there, I remember I was like, dude, you got to get a job. My roommate was, he flew down or whatever, and he started living with me in like a studio apartment. And I was like, bro, I can't swing $300 a month by myself. You need to get a fucking job, dude. So he like went into the newspaper and he found this fucking like door-to-door meat sales thing. And I thought he was joking at first. I was like, that's not a real job. But then he showed me, dude, they gave him a van. Everybody was like fresh out of prison, fresh out of tent city out there in Phoenix. Fucking, they gave him a van. They didn't give a fuck if he had a license that was valid or whatever. But the guy that owned the company, he owned a mansion down there in Mexico, and he had the whole crew go down there. And they were like, "Hey, Ryan, do you want to come? Because you're the only one with a valid driver's license when we try to drive back up in the States."
Yeah.
So we packed, dude. We had the meat vans packed with dudes, packed with meat, and we went down to fucking Mexico, dude. And we just like blow over the border, van doors open, chugging beers, fucking went down there, partied our asses off. I got Montezuma's revenge. It was fucking amazing, dude. But Rocky Point, yeah, that's a pretty popular one for like, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours or something from fucking Phoenix.
Yeah, Puerto Penasco. They have the Rocky Point Rally, the biker
Yep.
rally. They have a big
Yeah.
like Texas country red dirt music festival.
Yeah, dude. It's fucking it's amazing. It's you can do whatever you want. Do
I
whatever
know.
you want. It was
Mexico's
fucking
great.
absolute anarchy, dude. It was
Dude,
beautiful.
we rode down there. The first time I went down from Phoenix, I was with like, dude, probably like 30 people, dude. And one of the guys, these two fuckers from Washington, Beardo and Speedo, fucking nuts, dude. They were on a fucking Harley with a sidecar. And behind the sidecar, they had like this fucking pyramid, I don't know, sissy bar, but it was filled with fucking doll mannequin heads, like life-size doll heads all the way down it, dude. It was when they let us in, I was like, oh yeah, you can do anything. And they would just take turns getting drunk in the sidecar the whole fucking trip.
That's sick.
Yeah, dude. Oh, the other thing about that fucking whole on the way back up, so they don't give a fuck on the way down. Nobody stops you. They're not checking IDs. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck. On the way back up, though, big long line, like 3 miles long, and the van that we had was hauling. We brought a bunch of shit down, like four-wheelers, dune buggies, and shit like that on this big old trailer.
Damn, that's sick.
Yeah, dude, it was so much fun because you just drive them anywhere, dude. Like we're on the roads and shit in a fucking dune buggy going on the beach and all that shit. But on the way back up, we get through security, border security. You know, they got the dogs and all that shit. We go through, and one of the guys in the back was like, "Oh my god, thank God!" And we're like, "What the fuck, dude?" He filled the gas tanks of the fucking four wheelers with weed that he bought down there.
Oh my
Didn't tell
God.
us.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool, dude." So meat salesman,
Stat
dude. You can't trust them as far as you can throw them.
Dude.
Statute's got to be up on that. I'm sure you're fine.
Yeah, I fucking one year on the way back from
Ice gonna be kicking
EDR,
down my door, dog.
dude, they some guy was giving away a bunch of mushroom capsules. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll take them. Well, I didn't think about it, but he was giving them away because we're all going back to America the next fucking day. And as I'm like rolling up on my chopper to the border, I realized, oh yeah, that's, I have a pocket full of mushrooms now.
Mm.
But it was good. They don't fuck with you too much. I did get fucked with 2 years ago when I was coming up through San Antonio. And they did everything but fucking digging our assholes, dude. And then the whole time I had a fucking jug full of mezcal and a jug full of this peyote tea that I had made the night before, dude, or maybe 2 nights before. And none of the guys knew. I'm fucking sweating. They're like, this is ridiculous. And the cop, the agents are being as cool as they fucking could be. But one of the guys, like, I told him to smoke all the weed. We're fixing to cross the border, so we shut up smelling like weed. And they were like, we got to do all this bullshit now. I'm like, fuck, man.
Ugh.
Let's see here. I'm gonna step
More
outside. I'm gonna
paperwork.
take you guys with me to fucking smoke.
Hell
This
yeah.
is handy as fuck. Normally, when I'm doing this, I got like fucking wires going everywhere. There's my office right there. Oh shit. Mexico's fucking sick though, man. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
So I
It's
just
a lot of fun.
started a tour company this year.
No shit.
Yeah, called DMT, Dangerous Motorcycle Tours. Obviously it's not like any other tour company. And we're definitely going to be doing some trips to Mexico. Baja, Copper Canyon is such a cool place to go fucking ride. I mean, we've taken the choppers down there a couple times. And it's like being on a crazy ass fucking adventure. The Copper Canyon is bigger than the Grand Canyon. And you ride this road
Yeah.
down to the bottom that's like fucking washed out. It's dirt, there's cliffs, there's donkeys, giant fucking boulders in the road. It's fucking
Yeah.
awesome, dude.
That sounds rad as fuck.
And then
Re-
last year, was it last year? The year before we took the Pan Ams down there. And then we kept going and like for 2 days we didn't see a vehicle. We just saw fucking dudes on horses or on donkeys. Like we're fucking running into these like old Tarahumara Indians are like, the ladies are like this fucking tall. They're wearing these brightly covered dresses, just walking through the fucking dude. It's fucking insane, man. They're wearing
That's wild.
shoes made out of fucking like old recycled tires. Like at the store, when you go to buy shoes, they literally just sell you leather straps because then you're supposed to find an old tire, cut your fucking shoe size out of it, and then use those leather straps to strap that motherfucker to your foot.
Holy
yeah.
shit.
Dude,
I bought some of those leather straps while I was there. I
it's
haven't made a pair of
amazing
shoes, but
how fucking how how poor this area is too. Like down in Rocky Point and shit. At one point, there's no like GPS or anything. We got the van stuck in this like soft beach sand, and there's like a blue like tarp, and that's a house, dude. And a dude walked out of it. There was like a tarp on sticks, and a dude walked out of it, and we're like, "Hey, can you help us get us like we're fucking buried, dude? Like the tires are buried. Can you help us get out?" Gave him $5, and he was like, "Okay," and he fucking like got us out and shit. But like the town that we got into, dude, looked like it got hit by a bomb, dude. So our tire popped. We had a flat tire. We pull in town like there's 3 walls, no roof, and then there's just 2 dudes in there, like, patching tires with their hands with tar and shit.
Mm.
$3 later, walked over to the fucking pharmacy, got a bunch of pills, and they just fucking patch your tire, dude, for, like, $3. But, dude,
yeah.
it looks like that, like, they're so fucking poor down there, it's insane.
Yeah, this was just like a different culture, like even, you say poor because that's the way it looks compared to what we have here, but it's just like a different way of life. Like those Indians that I'm talking about, those Tarahumara, they keep themselves so clean. Like one thing that always blows my mind is when you're in like these cities or towns that look really dirty. Just like take a minute and look at a lot of the people, and they're all like really well kept. They got fucking nice shirts on, nice pants on. Now, not all of them, obviously, but uh, yeah, I fucking the people are so fucking nice. Like, I've been to a house that was built with half tarps, and this lady ended up coming out and literally taking the food out of my hands that I was eating. I was actually trying to share it with her. I'm like, hey, look, we got beans and tortillas. And the lady was like, fucking no way. She takes my shit. She adds her shit to it, makes us a salad, fucking warms us. Like, she like turns my food into a hot plate of food and brought it right back out and served it to me on her front porch.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Fucking
That's a
incredible.
good point. It's perspective, like, we're fucking spoiled up here, dude. You just go on your fucking goddamn phone, your $1,000 phone, order from Jeff Bezos, and something gets delivered at 9 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
But there was a time, I'm old enough to remember a time when you didn't get all that shit. Like, you didn't go out to eat every fucking 3 times a week and shit.
Yeah. I went to Mexico City when I was like 12 or 13 years old. And going to a place like that, I went to Guatemala as well around that same time. And like just seeing how other people on the earth live and do it with a smile on their face will really open your eyes up to like how insanely lucky we are in this fucking country.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even like all the crazy shit you see on the fucking news right now, this is still like one of the most peaceful fucking times on the planet, in the history of life as we know it.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's
Yeah. I try
crazy.
to tell my kids that. I go, "You won the fucking lottery, kids." You know how it is everywhere else in the world compared to what
Mhm.
you have? You're complaining about fucking this and that. It's like you have no fucking idea, you know?
It's pretty wild. But that could fucking change any moment, you know, like,
Yeah.
one thing I learned about 6 years ago is, like, how close we are on the just teetering on the edge of, like, a total fucking collapse over here, where we could be in worse shape than fucking Mexico in no
Bruh,
time, dude, and
shit's
we're
getting pretty
so less
squirrely.
prepared
Seems
for
like
it than they are, dude.
For
yeah.
sure.
They'll
Yep.
be
It's
like,
fucking wild.
"You kids better take that fucking lottery money and do something quick, dude."
Yeah. Pretty soon you're not gonna be able to go to fucking Mexico.
Yeah. No, fuck it. I'll always be able to go to Mexico, dude. That's my neighbors.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Uh,
how far are you from Mexico?
I mean, my favorite way to go, like, I can leave my house, and before the sun goes down, I can pull up to this place called the Starlight, dude. It's this fucking sick ass cantina built like it's in Texas still. It's in Terlingua Ghost Town. There's like fucking they just put a roof on it a few years ago, but they call it the Starlight because it didn't have a roof for years. I can get a fucking antelope steak and some chips and salsa, you know, served by some fucking crazy desert rat chicks. And then I can ride my motorcycle down to this fucking hot springs on the Rio Grande, dude. Like literally there's like this crazy natural hot springs right on the Rio Grande where Mexico's, you know, 20 foot away.
Mm,
And then I can ride into Presidio the next day. I mean, I can cross into Mexico the same day, really. Uh, but
yeah.
it's the Chihuahua Desert. So it's like once you cross into Mexico right there, there's fucking nothing for miles until you get to Chihuahua City. Um, and that desert is desolate as fuck. There's mountains, there's cactus, there's sand, everything and everybody wants to kill you or be you, you know?
Mm,
It's pretty fucking gnarly.
no
I didn't know
shit.
they had fucking hot springs down there. What the fuck? I thought that was like I don't know where I thought that was, but I didn't
Yeah,
think
it's
it was
so
connected
good,
to
dude.
Texas, dog.
Yeah, there's one right on the river that I'm talking about. Then if you go like up the border closer towards El Paso, like I don't know, 3 hours, there's this cool like dude, it's like a Mexican style hotel. There's no fucking phone service. You have to book your room online. You just get a room with the fucking with the I think some of them have a shared bathroom, some of them have a their own personal bathroom. And then there's like a big shared kitchen that everybody uses. And then there's this fucking natural hot springs soaking tub that's like 20 foot, you know, a 20-foot circle. And that place is killer too, but it's, you know, it costs a little bit of money. It's not extremely expensive. Uh,
Fuck, I used to be out in El Paso and I did some time in San Antonio with the military. I didn't hear anything about that shit. People are gatekeeping that. That sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah, of course, dude. I mean, you notice I didn't say the name of this place.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's like a
But
fucking
hey,
fishing spot.
you guys come to Texas and I'll fucking take you there, dude.
Fucking deal. Absolutely.
That's
So
actually
how's
where
that
Sounds
I'm
hot
awesome.
spring? Is that fucking lava cooking that shit? What's going on?
dude,
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
fucking
I'm not a
geologist, dude.
geologist.
I don't have
Rhino could probably not tell you where Texas is on a map. Never mind fucking what's going on with the fucking hot springs.
yeah. And that's actually where like so as of right now, the way that my tour company works, Dangerous Motorcycle Tours, DMT, is I'm asking everybody to do a weekend with me in Big Bend. Because it's the most beautiful fucking place in Texas. And, you know, it's kind of like a vetting process where I'm not really like making sure you're good enough to ride with us. It's more like, is your attitude right? You know, I can work with any
Yeah.
skill level.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then also like make sure people want to work with me, you know, like because once we leave the country and go into Mexico, you know, you're like committed. And I want everybody to be stoked ahead of time. So a good long weekend is the way I'm doing it just to set it up. And then I think
Oh, shit.
also I'm going to take people to these places I know in Costa Rica and in Panama. My mom moved to Panama a couple years ago, so she's got a place on the beach. I took
Damn.
the family there over Christmas and dude, it's fucking beautiful, man. And there's like real primitive roads. The people are nice as fuck. You can stay in really cool places for fucking reasonable prices. And then I got a friend in Colombia, you know, there's motorcycles you can rent down there. I have friends that have done that. I rode my motorcycle to Colombia and Colombia was sick as fuck. Now it's getting a little volatile right now, but
Mm.
you know, really that's another thing I'll do when everybody comes in for the weekend is see what they want to do. Tell them about where I've been, what I've done and what we can do. And then see what other people want to do. And it's pretty much just me bringing like-minded individuals together so we can like use our numbers and go do some epic motorcycle trips, dude.
No shit. So
Hell yeah.
how do you book something like that? I mean, are you already booking people to do this?
Yeah, so I did. So right now I haven't really pushed it much. It's just like a link on my website that says DMT, and you go there, put your email in, and I start the conversation, send a questionnaire out, get on a phone call, and then like as I put this list of people together, when I put the first trip together, I'll send that email out. And what I'm hoping, I mean, this isn't going to be like my full-time gig. This is just like one of the other things I'm going to do. Over the next 5 to 10 years, I put together a group of like 50 to 100 people, and I do 3 or 4 trips a year where we go do some sick ass adventures.
Damn, dude.
That's awesome.
Uh, yeah, it'll be cool. I mean, I already booked the first 2 weekends. I've got those filled up. One of the weekends we're gonna stay on like this fucking big hunting ranch. It's like 400 acres. And then the next weekend we're gonna stay in like this big fucking dome where we'll all be sleeping together with like an outdoor kitchen and shower. Um, and kind of see which one works best. But yeah, I mean, dude, I've been to some really fucking cool places and I've met some amazing people. And just like I was saying earlier, you guys putting on that show, giving people a reason to build a bike, a reason to go ride their bike, a place to go. This is just my way of like, you know, inviting some people to come along because I've gone to some cool places and I've taken some people. And now people are like, when are you going to invite me? And I'm like, fuck, I know a shit ton of people. So it's like, this is my way of like really including anybody that wants to be included, you know?
That's really cool.
Because I'm going to keep doing it. I'm ate up, dude. I fucking love off road riding. I love riding, camping, and staying at cool fucking hotels in third world countries, Like it's so fucking much fun, dude. And
Yeah,
Mexico's in my backyard, so I'm taking full advantage of it.
Yeah. Very cool.
that's wild.
We could probably do some shit in Canada all the way up here, but it's like you just want to ride where it's fucking colder. No, fuck that.
Well, I mean, there's some opportunities in Canada, and as this thing grows, I know to like get people to come all the way to Texas for one weekend, it's not feasible. So I'm probably in the future going to put together a couple weekends on the East Coast and on the West Coast, just to like, make it a little bit more feasible for other people because some of these trips we're just going to fly into Costa Rica and you can easily do that from New Hampshire or fucking, Canada or Florida. And we don't all have to like start in Texas or California, but I'm sure some of the trips will start in those places as well. And we'll leave on our own bikes. Uh, yeah, dude, I love riding my motorcycle,
Yeah.
period.
No,
Hell yeah.
it's
Did it by
I
myself
love
for
that.
a
Like,
long time.
you gotta give people an excuse to get out and travel and shit, like,
Yeah, some
entice
people just
people.
need a little inspiration and like a little bit of
Yeah.
motivation. Because it takes some extra hard work, like, I hope maybe I inspire somebody to like go to the bar a few less times a week and just pocket some money away so that they can take off for a week or two and just go ride their motorcycle. Because, dude, you'll get more out of that than the fucking 4 nights you spend at the bar. And I'm not saying don't do that. Like that's fucking fun too. But uh there's other things we can do.
Yeah. No, but I don't remember any of the nights at the bar, or maybe a handful of them, but you remember those motorcycle trips. You remember,
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah, you
the
do.
shows you get to and the adventures that you have, good or
Well,
bad.
the people that you meet. I mean, that's the biggest takeaway. I mean, that's what I was fixing to get at is I've done a lot of traveling and I did a lot of it on my own when I got started because, you know, not everybody could take the time off. And I was just willing to take some fucking chances. I took the podcast and like just kind of ran with it. I started the t-shirt company and started traveling on my 59. And dude, just winging it. And that's a ton of fun. I suggest if you can and you got the means and the time, go do that. And then I got invited to go to Nepal with Motorcycle Sherpa, and that's really when things kind of like changed because it was a big group trip where I rode with 12 people around this foreign fucking country, and we had so much fucking fun. And like, you each had your own things going on that day. You're fighting your own battles. You're like experiencing everything that you're taking in these different cultures and sights and sounds and foods. But then each night you get to like converse with other like-minded people and talk about what you all experienced and hear other people's perspective on the things that you both saw. And I was like, "Oh, well, the only other thing better than riding my motorcycle and traveling to new places is doing that with more people." So that's kinda what I'm trying to, like, do, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. If you do some East,
that
go
Pan
ahead.
America has been so much fucking fun, dude. Like, I had no idea that I like riding dirt bikes. Dude, that fucking you can go anywhere on that fucking thing, like, it is tough to ride on a big bike in the sand, but I love a fucking challenge too, and being able to get like, just like riding your chopper when you go on a trip. You don't wanna ride on the interstate, right? You wanna take those two-lane fucking side roads because people are at a different pace. There's better food options, the scenery's better. You're closer to the environment, when there's no shoulder on the road, the grass and the trees, the swamps and the ditches are right there. Then you get a fucking dirt bike and you travel off road. Dude, everybody's on fucking
Mm.
vacation. Dude, the side by side guys have got coolers and tools, and you're riding through the ditches and through the swamps and through the fucking grass and trees. It's just sick, dude. It's so much fucking fun.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
How difficult realistically, like if you were to take somebody who'd been riding for like 3 years, they just bought their Sportster 3 years ago, could they hack that shit or no?
I mean, I could curate something where they could hack it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it doesn't that road, like, if you take that big bike on a fucking fire road and you just got some trust and some faith and you're willing to put on some fucking boots and a helmet and send it, we're gonna get some places.
Yep.
And we're gonna have a ton of fucking fun. Uh, yeah, absolutely.
That sounds sick.
I mean, whenever
I love
somebody, like, asks me about learning how to ride a motorcycle, period, I always say start on the dirt, like, that's just
mm,
not only is there no cars out there most of the time that you gotta worry about, you can just focus on the clutch, the brake, the throttle, all those things.
It's like riding a
yeah.
bike on hardcore mode. You're sliding around in the fucking dirt and shit. Everybody I know, I can tell immediately if someone was a dirt bike riding kid when I'm
Yeah.
riding with them. Because I'm like, this motherfucker isn't afraid to fall. He's taking those corners. You can just tell. I go,
Yeah.
you used to ride dirt bikes when you were fucking 12. Yeah.
Yep.
So how did you guys grow up? When did you guys start riding? Did you start riding at a young age or what?
I
Late
got into
bloomers,
it
man.
mad late. Yeah, I bought my first bike, I was, like, late 20s. I was late 20s. I got a CB 750, $500 on Marketplace or whatever, had to run because I didn't know shit about motorcycles, didn't own a
Yeah.
wrench, didn't own a tool, you know? And,
Yep.
in fact, I didn't even know what a chopper was because I always was, like, just a drifter and I was poor, and, I never had cable or anything, like, all through the early aughts and shit when, fucking Orange County choppers and shit were big, so I didn't even know what a chopper was. Then I went on, like I think I went on Chop Cult because I was like I bought this bike and I was like, how do you shift a motorcycle? Because like, I didn't even fucking know, dude. And I ended up on, like, Chop Cult and I was like, "Why do these motorcycles look so fucking cool, dude?" I have a stock CB 750 from 1980, dude, that the dude, like, rattle canned the tank on the frame, like, yellow, and I was like, "I wanna do that," you know?
Yeah.
And then I just went down that rabbit hole, and eventually I found I dabbled in, like I was like, "Oh," like, I knew I wanted to do some custom shit because stock shit just wasn't cutting it.
Was that all
But,
out in Phoenix?
I bought my first bike, when I first got back from Phoenix in New Hampshire. Yeah. I
Okay.
bought it up here. Oh, wait, no, no, no. I was sorry. I was in Rhode Island. I was living in Rhode Island. So New England. It's basically New Hampshire. But, I
'Cause, I
bought
mean,
I bought
Phoenix
that
has
bike and, I bobbed it, like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. It was a piece of shit. I sold it, and then, yeah, I discovered choppers. Like, at first I was like, "Oh, bobbers, that's what I like." And then I was like, "No, that's not it. I don't like bobbers." And I was like, "Maybe cafe racers?" And I was like, "Nah, that's not me." But when I got my first Harley, I got an 1980 Ironhead. And I was like, "This is it, dude." And then I was just
fucking brutal.
chopper, chopper, chopper
Yeah.
from there on out. Sold all my other bikes. I had, like, a SR 500, and I had a fucking a this and a
That's a
that, and
sick
I was just
bike,
like,
dude.
yeah. It was
I mean, that Yamaha
they
motor is fucking
re-released it.
badass.
It was the new one, dude. It was like a 2015, but it
Oh,
had
never
like a
mind then.
disc brake and it
Yeah,
was EFI, but it looked like a 79 like SR 500. It was fucking sick. And that one I had the knobby tires and shit and I used to take it on the trails. But then I was riding it around. I was like, I'd rather just sell this and get a drivetrain for like a fucking cool chopper, you know? Like
yeah.
I just fell hard into that shit.
I mean, one of my favorite bikes is my '76 Yamaha XT 500. That's like the shovel-headed dirt bikes, dude. Thing is fucking sick.
Yeah, dude, those dude, the SR 500 was I mean, that was a lot of fun, dude. And I got that for a song and I fucking rode that shit out of it, but you know, I've had new bikes too. Like I fucking went to the fucking dealership and financed new bikes and stuff. And I'm just like, dude, once you have a chopper and you're sitting on down low and you got your fucking cool bars and shit and you're cruising around, you're like, this is all I ever want to do ever.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Yep.
that's just me. That's my personal shit, you know.
I fucking like them all. I really do.
I like them all. I like all bikes. I like everybody that rides bikes, you know. But me personally, I'm definitely a Harley guy, and I'm definitely like a shovel head guy. Like I've done the Evos and stuff like that. I don't have a lot, dude. I got fucking young kids. I got a full time job. I got a lot of shit going on. So whenever I'm not working, like if I'm working on a bike, I want it to be like the fucking thing. I want to be stoked on it. If I don't have this,
Yeah,
like, dude, I've had a million fucking XSs and CBs and fucking Savages and fucking whatever I could pick up on Marketplace. But if the stoke's not there, dude, you're not going to finish it. I've started
yeah.
hundreds of bikes. I've only finished a handful, you know, like to completion where I'm riding it and
Yeah.
I'm like, I love this fucking bike. And those are just like, you know, older Harleys and shit that's my thing
100%.
now. So
Yep.
Yeah, one of my first road bike was a Suzuki Savage, dude. That thing was fucking so much fun, dude.
No shit.
Yeah.
I was 22 or 23. I started with a 1980 Honda CM 400T and fucking bought it from some skid in Nashua. And the guy said it ran great. I didn't know shit about it. I just wanted to be on two wheels. And I brought my buddy with me. He's a professional drifter. He's literally in Formula Drift. And I brought this dude with me to be like, he rode dirt bikes growing up, rode pro and all that shit. So I'm like, just make sure this fucking thing is okay enough for me to ride. Dude sold it to me for like $300. As soon as he started it up, it fucking pissed white smoke. It cleared out the entire fucking neighborhood. He gets back with the bike and he's like, not for nothing, dude, I wouldn't do it. And I was like, give me the bike. I fucking bought it anyways. I don't care. I just want a fucking bike. I brought it home. I didn't know dick. I didn't own tools. I ended up borrowing some tools. I got a gallon of carb cleaner, took all four fucking carbs off, threw those in. Actually, I think it was two. I can't even remember. And I got a synchrometer and shit. I tried to sync it. I got it running. I learned how to operate the clutch in my driveway and I sold the fucking thing for $300 and got it the fuck out of there. And then I went and bought a Sportster like the next weekend, and I've just been fucking with Harley since. I've had a couple other goofy things. I've done some cafes here and there, but kind of just like quick flip shit. But yeah, I'd say I'm a Harley dude. I like them all. I plan on building other shit, but yeah, I don't know. I still have my original that Sportster that I bought in 2012 or 13, whatever, sitting in my fucking shed. It was my first chopper, swing arm chop. It was the first thing I painted. I modified the frame, like full rebuild, built the motor, all that shit, and it's just fucking rotting away in a shed in the backyard right now. It's awful, but I'll repurpose it someday.
Yeah,
I'm
my
trying to
first
find.
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. I'm just trying to find like I want to find a local, not even necessarily a kid, just like a newbie that like, hey, I just need a project. I don't have all the money to go buy a bike right now. I've got a frame and an engine and a transmission, and I'm trying to find somebody that's like, I'll just give it to them. You know what I mean? If that's your starter kit, it's got a custom paint job on it. Run it or don't. I don't care. You know, but I'm not gonna try and sell it. It's fucking parts at this
rattle
point.
can that shit in plasti dip, flat
Yeah,
black,
dude.
bro.
Fucking call it a day.
Yeah, my first Sportster I guess it's in Florida still, dude. I gave it away on the show years ago. I built it, like, raced flat track all over the country, raffled it off. Not even raffled off. I think I just gave that fucker away to, like, one of my Patreons. That's what I did. I just gave it to one of the Patreon supporters. And that kid is still riding it. It's never had a fucking title. You know, he's ripping it around illegally as fuck down in Miami.
Fuck yeah.
His name's
Riding
Ralph
dirty.
Fury, dude. It had up sweeps on it. It was a sick fucking race bike.
That's badass.
And then, yeah, I still got a 94 Sportster that I turned into a dirt bike. That motherfucker is fun to ride. Yeah, Sportsters, dude.
Fucking bulletproof
Fucking
is what it
best
is.
girl bike there is, dude.
Damn right.
I had no
Absolutely.
3 Sporty Chop, and I rode that for fucking, like, 5 years, you know? I love that fucking thing, it was bulletproof. Did a top end on it once, you know, but once I got my first shovel head, I was just like, "Oh, fucking love these things." I got a cone shovel head, and I built it out and you know, like
Hey boys, I'll be back. My daughter's screaming.
yeah, rebuilt the fucking transmission and shit, and then I was just like, it was over for me. I was like, if I'm gonna be spending my money, dude, I'm gonna be spending on shit that I, like, love, you
No.
know? And I
Yeah.
got a Sporty I built downstairs, you know, but it's not for me to ride, you know? It's just, I built it up to sell it, to fund my, you know, my addiction to more expensive fucking bikes.
And you haven't sold it yet, or you're not done with it, or what?
I'm waiting till the spring. I built it out, uh, like, right as winter was coming. So, like, we've had a rough winter around here, dude, in New Hampshire. It started early, dude. It's been fucking cold. It's been fucking snowy. It's been fucking
Sorry.
icy. And motherfuckers around here, they ain't buying bikes, dude, right now.
No.
They ain't buying bikes right now, dude.
Yeah, I mean, what's y'all's riding fucking season, like 3 months?
Nah, dude, we get it depends on the snow, but I mean, you can I've ridden from like realistically, some people ride in January. Some day, like we'll have a
Yeah.
good day if there's no ice on the road and shit, you can ride. But the riding season I would say is probably like April to November.
Yeah.
Like you're not putting it away. And then if it's a mild winter, you can ride into December, you know.
Yeah.
But April shit's coming out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. March, April. Usually the first chopper show around here is at the end of it's like
Beginning of
April,
May.
May. Yeah. April, May timeframe. So that's usually when we come out. But we're all doing our breakdown mileage and shit in March, you know. You gotta figure it out.
Sick. What's
You
the
just gotta
first big
bundle
show
up.
up there of the year?
For us, it's the La Spada Chopper Show. It's a local chopper club that puts on a show every year. Easy Code dudes are always there. It's a really good show, and they're the first ones every year. So it's in Haverhill, Massachusetts, which for me is like 45 minutes. It's a pretty central location, so brings a lot of people. But that's how we start the year every year. It's awesome.
You guys go to Daytona ever?
I've never been, but that's
I've
on the
never
list
been.
for sure. I'm trying to work that right now with some fucking potential, like bring the family down and also do that at the same time kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping to get out there in the next couple of years for sure.
Yeah, I got family down at Key West. So, like, on a good year, send the family to Key West. I ride to Daytona, party for a couple days, and then ride down to Key West, hang out with the family, send them home, then ride back to the house.
That's
That
fucking
sounds sick.
beautiful, dude.
It's a long
Yeah.
ride, though, but it's sick. I mean, you got to ride to Daytona, dude. I mean, at least me being in Texas, yeah, there's so many cool roads to hit on the way there. And then once you get there, there's not much riding to be done. Now, I get it. If you're
Yeah.
like coming in from up north where there's snow on the ground, you trailer down there, you get to pull your fucking bike out and put it in the sun and ride it around like any road fucking works, you know?
Yeah.
And there's
Yep.
there's chopper shows every single day of the week at Daytona, dude. It's sick.
That's
You know,
awesome.
fucking parties every night. The weather's sick. Supercross, going to Supercross in Daytona. Holy shit. That's one of the sickest fucking races ever, dude.
Yeah, that's definitely something that if I end up pulling this off, we'll be doing that too. My kid would love to go to fucking see the Supercross, so we'll try and work that out. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah, there's the 3 big ones, you know, you got Daytona, Sturgis, but we got one up here, Laconia.
Laconia.
And we've been working hard, dude. We're doing a hostile takeover of Laconia the last couple of years, dude.
Really?
Choppers are back, Jack. Sorry, Bagger Boys, sit down. We got Big Truth, the custom social dude. He just did the first custom social last year, dude. Ride in Chopper show. It was fucking crazy, dude. And
Really?
I try to get, you know, like people get butthurt or they get bummed out about the big shows because they're like, oh, it's just a bunch of fucking t-shirt sales and this and that. And it's like, stop fucking belly aching and go there and be cool then. Go put something on. Go put on a fucking show and show up with your guys on choppers if you fucking care about it, you know?
Yeah. There's build offs and shit that happen that like they end up just being like 1 or 2 guys or something. It's like there's plenty of ways that we can bring the choppers back into Laconia. It's not hard to do. It's not like we're not allowed there. It's just people don't do it. So we all have fucking choppers. So yeah, it's Truth's really putting a stamp on it. He's getting a really like a seated show that's going to happen and
this
shit.
year
So
too.
that's going to be
If you're
good.
going to be up in Laconia, man, the custom social, there's going to be Truth's going to be putting out some shit. He already tickled some shit. I can't talk about it now, but it's going to be fucking huge. And
Yeah,
I'm just going to say choppers are back, Jack. We went there last year. We started a fight at like 7:00 in the morning, me and Dan with the door guy.
Sick.
Dude, we were like, yeah, we're getting ready to throw.
You guys started a fucking fight at 7 in the morning?
Dan
I
did.
didn't start a fight. This motherfucker took his job at the fucking gate way too seriously. For one, it's too, or like the shit's not even open yet. The only people coming in are builders, invited builders, right? And we're fucking coming in, and this guy's like, it ended up being a shit show. The guy took his job way too fucking seriously. He ended up like more or less chasing me down. I'm trying to unload my bike and check in with Truth and make sure everything's good to go.
Rolling up 4 deep on a golf cart, dude. They were ready to throw down, dude.
Yeah, it was
a
fucking
security. You fought Truth security the morning of the show.
No, God no. It was just like the Laconia fucking. I don't know where they find these fucking people, dude. They pulled this guy out of a fucking hole in the woods or something up in Conway and put him in a fucking vest.
Kinds of people that are going to say yes, I'll be security at a biker rally.
That's true. Yeah, for sure. But he wanted to fuck him and his fucking little coworker there wanted to fucking throw down. And then it was awesome. The woman who was putting on the show, like she owns the venue or whatever. She comes running out. Madam's Bordello or something. Yeah, I forget her name, but God bless her. She comes out and she starts yelling at this dude, quit fucking with my builders. And he's like, yeah, well, he's talking shit and he's doing this and he's blah, blah, blah. And she goes, the only one talking shit right now is me. Go the fuck back to your gate.
Yeah, she shut it down, dude.
Shut it fucking right down. And she's like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I fucking pissed in that dude's Cheerios, I guess. Fucking my bad. But yeah, it was like right off the fucking rip. Hadn't even fucking got the bikes to where they were going yet. It was crazy. But
that's why you go to the fucking big bike shows, dude. It's fuck with security.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I get it. You know, the first time I went to Daytona, my buddy was like, hey, dude, I'm putting on a bike show in Daytona. You want to come out? I'm like, sure. I had no idea that we were doing this during bike week. Like, it didn't even cross my mind. I mean, I just assumed my friend would not drag me to Daytona bike week, you know? Until I'm like on the way there and I'm like, oh shit, we're fucking going to bike week. And it was the greatest thing we ever did, dude. It was like, dude, Daytona's fucking sick. And now I go to all the big shows. Or not all of them, but I go to Sturgis every year. I didn't go to Daytona this year or last year, but you know, even those people that people say they don't want to go hang out with, the weekend warriors, the fucking the leather cladded, you know, fucking fuck fest people. Those motherfuckers worked all year long so that they can go party for a week. If you can't have a good time with them, then you're probably not going to have a good time anywhere. Dude. You know, like
that's true.
It's fucking great.
No.
Yeah, the bike rallies did kind of
spirits. You know, everybody's out there to have a good time. And when you pull up on the choppers, guess what? You want a little ego boost? All those motherfuckers are drooling over that shit. I used to have one just like that, you know? They're like
a parenthood?
Everybody's like the guy at the
Can my old lady sit on that bike?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can I take a picture? Go for it, bud.
You know, it's just a 4-speed Sportster, right? But hey, fucking go ahead. Whatever.
It's panhead. Yeah.
It's cool, dude.
I think they're all fucking Sportsters, dude. I don't know what it is about a fucking chopper and an old dude with leather. He's like, dude, I used to have a Sportster. I'm like,
yeah. God damn it. Man. Yeah, so it's cool. Yeah, we do Laconia every year and shit. So, and Deadbeat Customs, we have the hill climbs up here too at Gunstock Mountain for Bike Week. Deadbeat Customs puts on a show there. It's fucking awesome. So you get to watch the hill climbs, and then directly behind it, they got like stunty boys and shit too. The 603 stunts, I forget their name.
Vertical Boys, yeah.
603 Vertical Boys. They do a stunt show in between, like in the intermissions between classes, and then there's the bike show behind, like right behind that. So you got choppers on one side, you got all sorts of customs on the other.
Sick as fuck.
It's fucking rad, man. It's a good show. It's all fucking day long. When
it's fucking BYOB.
BYOB.
Post up.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. They fucking invited me out. Somebody reached out randomly out of nowhere with the hill climb. back in like
No shit.
2019. They were like, "Dan, we want you to come to the fucking hill climb and hang out." I'm like, "Come to the hill climb and hang." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll come." But
Dude.
then COVID happened. Like it got fucking shut down.
Oh,
They were like,
shit.
"Fucking don't even show up."
Dude,
Yeah.
there was,
Forget about
I
that.
forget
Let's
the,
end it.
I forget the number, but I think there was something like 10, 12,000 people at the hill climbs for the 100th last year or the year before.
Oh,
It's like
shit.
fucking 12,000 people there. It's
Insane,
fucking
dude.
nuts.
People
It
camp out. You
blows
can
my
camp
mind
there,
that
dude.
people don't go party at the hill climb in Sturgis anymore.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
you
Yeah.
see it from the highway. It looks fucking gnarly as shit.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, you know, like all these rallies, like Daytona, Laconia, and Sturgis, they all started at a racetrack. You know,
Mm.
people
Right.
fucking going to the races. And then it got so big and out of control, the cities were like, dude, you can't do this anymore, right? And then that's when like the big companies like Harley came in and was like, well, we're making too much money off people buying motorcycles and riding them to these events. So like, you know, that's when they start paying the cities, you know, hey, Sturgis, let them keep doing this. We'll pay you money. And they kind of like propped up those places and made those events turn into the rallies that they are today. But they were all started off of racing, and now they've like, you know, they've people don't even go there for the racing. It's crazy. Like people that go to Daytona and don't go to Supercross or the AFT flat track racing or the Daytona 200 or the Daytona 200. There's a Daytona 24-hour race. There's fucking vintage Supercross. There's a sick ass swap meet. And there's a chopper show every fucking day of the week, dude.
I could
Fuck,
do
I want to go to
Florida.
Daytona,
You're
dude.
you're selling it hard, man. I could fucking do some Daytona this year.
Well, fuck, I'm
Shit.
not gonna be there.
When is Daytona? Is that in like March or some shit?
Yeah, it's like the first full week in March.
Yeah. That's doable because it's still freezing cold up here.
Yeah.
It's so
It's a
nice down there.
Yeah. That's an easy pitch.
Hit 95. It's just gonna get warmer the farther south we get. Fuck it.
Yeah.
I bet it's so nice at Daytona this year.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So y'all's big opener is the chopper party. Laconia happens in June, right?
June. Yep. Yeah. So that's more or less going to be our order this year is Lost Bota Show, then Bike Week, and then July 11th and 12th, which is a month after Bike Week is our shit, is the Idle Hands thing. And that show itself is going to be fucking nuts. I don't know how we're going to be able to get to anything.
Tell me about the venue
Okay.
you guys are having
Yeah.
it at. Is it like a big fucking bar? Is it a campground? And what
We
the
got,
fuck is it? A circus tent?
We partnered with Manchester Harley Davidson, and they've been fucking. So they just moved to this brand new state of the art facility. It's the nicest Harley Davidson dealership I've ever fucking been to. And they have a huge parking lot. They have grass. They got fucking like it's just infinite space basically. We didn't even say this, and I want to talk. Dan will talk to this, but we have a chopper show. It's a chopper carnival. We also have a full-fledged fucking hardcore show.
Yeah, working on a
Top
hardcore
billing.
show. Yeah, like we're doing a hardcore show at the end of Saturday. So the show's Saturday and
In
Sunday.
the parking lot of the Harley Davidson dealership?
Yeah, man. Let's just run through some of that shit, right? What we've got going on. We're doing like when we say carnival, we're gonna have like the psycho clown fucking archway shit you have to ride through to get in. We're gonna have like the string lights. We're gonna have tents. We were originally we were gonna get like some carnival style, like we were originally gonna go for some games and shit like that, but nowadays it's all kind of like it's not like carny shit really anymore. It's like inflatable stuff and party rental companies, and it's cheesy. And we're not going for that
birthday party type shit.
Yeah, so Rhino had the idea we're just going to make our own fucking carnival games. We're going to do it like the old school shit. We're going to get a bunch of bowling pins and a baseball. And if you fucking hit down the bowling pins, you get a beer or a t-shirt or whatever. And we're going to have the fucking throw the dart at the balloons shit and the fucking ring toss. And we want the bike games too to have their own little stalls. Like this is the barrel push, and this is the slow race, and this is the, whatever. And have just a bunch of like little stalls, and like we're hoping to have like 15 to 20 different tattoo artists and have like a wall-to-wall tattoo row on one side. We're gonna have the ride-in bike show. We're gonna have the A side set up with our like we're not calling them invited builders. It's more the
Showcase builders.
Sound like
showcase
they invited
builders.
themselves, dude.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we did. Exactly. Me and Rhino are in there. So fucking showcase builders, the A side, they're gonna be like all in the same kind of area more than likely. And then the B side's gonna be somewhere. We're gonna have the hardcore show. I'm working on that right now. I can't necessarily put out any of the bands, but we're looking at a 4 to 5 band show. It's not
One of
just
them's from
hardcore. There's a little bit.
Texas.
One of
That's
them potentially, yeah,
One of
coming from
them's
San
from
Antonio.
Texas.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, so the way I wanted to do the hardcore show, I'm really into hardcore and punk and stuff, especially like the Boston hardcore scene and whatnot. And it's just something that I've been into it before I got into choppers. So I want to include it as much as I can. But what I'm doing with the hardcore show is I'm booking it. If none of the other idle hand shit was happening, I'm booking the show to like people would come just for the hardcore show. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of doing that. But what the biggest thing I would say that us doing this with Harley has given us, that hardcore show, the actual show itself, everything's free. $1 beers at the event itself.
Damn.
It's free to vend. It's free to attend. If you want to be a vendor, just fucking hit us up and we can set up a 10 by 10 and you can vend and you can sell your shit. We don't care. You know what I mean? It's all, we're trying to keep it all fucking DIY and symbiotic to the point where that leads me into the art show, the Devil's Dozen art show that I'm doing.
The Devil's Dozen.
Yeah, Devil's Dozen. So the way I'm running it is I reached out to 13 artists, varying disciplines and media and whatnot. And basically what's going to happen is I'm giving them all creative freedom. My only stipulations are trophy sized and do whatever the fuck you want. And on Saturday at the show, we're going to have it displayed. I'll have some art show deal set up so that everybody can go and check it out and a little bit about the artists, etc. But each of the pieces in the art show, each of the artists have been designated a specific theme because their art piece is going to be used as a trophy for one of the Idle Hands participants.
Nice.
So we're going to have, like, we've got obviously the overall winner, best paint. Mikey Machine Paints is going to be giving that out. We've got the Furthest Travel Award. We've got, obviously, we're doing best Japanese, best American, best heart, whatever, that kind of shit. Best fabrication, People's Choice, wild card. Actually, we're working with Kurt from Glory Days. He's doing an art piece that'll end up being a trophy. So it's a bunch of, like, again, back to the symbiotic shit. Like, we're gonna have people that are influential that either support us or we support and we'd like what they're doing. They're going to create something. Hopefully they'll all be able to be there in person too. And hopefully they'll be able to physically, they may not pick the bike, but they hopefully will be able to be on stage and be able to hand their piece over to the person who wins it. You know what I mean? So just trying to keep it kind of all self-sufficient and not have to, like, we're going to have other trophies too. There's going to be a shitload of stuff that we're going to, there's going to be a ride-in bike show winner and, all this other stuff. Yeah. But as far as the Idle Hands stuff, it's all coming from Idle Hands. The people are paying for the prize, you know what I mean? And our fundraising and whatever else, it's all crowdfunded. The winners, it's just all, you get it. It's just all kind of, and if helps itself.
If your mind isn't made up yet, I'm just going to go ahead and say this is going to be the greatest chopper event in the history of choppers. I've said it once. I'm going to put my fucking name on it, but it's the perfect chopper event. It's as grassroots as you can get. It's crowdsourced. It's a fucking party, by the way. This is the other thing is, I've been to a lot of chopper events and stuff, and it's like a bunch of guys walking around in circles, farting, talking about bikes and shit. I want this to be a party, dude. I want to see titties. We're going to have a fucking insult clown. We're going to have micro wrestling, like it's going to be fucking insane. You're going to go there. It's going to be like Disney World, dude. You're going to leave and you're going to be like, I didn't even get to see everything, dude. And we're going to do it again next year for the fucking love of choppers, brother.
Yep.
That's sick. So that's the plan. Camping right there at the spot? Is there like a hotel
not
close
at the
by?
Spot, but we got like blocks of hotels. We got camping all around, and we're gonna be putting that up on our website if you want to book it. We got people already booked that are like, I'm taking like 2 weeks off because first of all, New Hampshire in July is fucking paradise
Fucking
on earth, dude.
perfect.
It's the Garden of
Yeah.
fucking Eden, dude. It is beautiful. It's sunny. It's green. We got fucking sandy beaches. We got fucking cocktails with the little fucking umbrellas in it. We got fucking mountains. It's the best. It's some of the best riding you'll ever do. So definitely like make a vacation out of it. Bring the family. It's all ages too. You know, we're gonna have shit for the kids.
Yeah.
Something for everybody. You know. But yeah, dude, I'm.
Yeah.
It's for me. I want me and Dan. You know, we're like lockstep, dude. We're like, let's just make the best the exact show that we would want to go to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all love, all about the bikes, all about the builders, all about shining a light, have fun, get crazy, do stupid shit, have a good fucking weekend, you know? Make choppers
Yeah.
dangerous again. Let them, make it like fun again, you know?
Right.
And that's the thing is like, and I don't want to be like negative about it, but the things that piss us off piss all you guys off too. Like the fucking influencers and the fucking this and that, like the things you get salty about, that's not what this is about. This is about as pure as we could fucking make it.
Yeah.
It's just about bikes. It's about my bikes and doing as much of it. That's another thing I don't know how much we really touched on, but the builders in the competition are encouraged to DIY as much as humanly possible. We're not telling them they can't send shit out or whatever, but it's as DIY as possible. And the judges, obviously, they're on board with that. You know what I
based
mean?
on that?
Yeah. So they're looking for that too. You know what I mean? Like the more that you've done yourself, the better. But it's got to come out good too. You know what I mean? As far as the competition is concerned. But obviously, like we're doing our due diligence to make sure that the competition is a competition and it's worth it, and that somebody is going to walk away with 10K and whatever, and potentially
Somebody's
things get bigger from there. Yeah, but it's like we're trying to make it.
Dude.
We've already had people fucking get mad at us, and there's been shit that we hadn't foreseen, and we're trying to make it so that our big thing, me and Rhino's big thing, is like, how do we get our homies up? How do we give everybody an opportunity if we're in a position where we can bring people up or whatever, give people an opportunity, we're gonna fucking do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, let's get all this shit that we like, all of our friends that like the same shit, and all of the things that in this subculture or various subcultures, let's put them all in one fucking room. Everybody gets to meet each other, everybody gets to see each other, network, whatever. How do you beat it?
No, sounds awesome.
It's gonna be fun.
Great, dude.
Dunk tank, fucking all that dumb
Harley
shit.
Davidson dealerships, like, yeah, guys, throw a fucking carnival.
Dude, it was originally they reached out to us about another show, and they were like, we want to do like a celebration of motorcycles. They're not in this, like they're talking about like, we're just going to push all of our fucking bikes out of the way so that you guys can have this and this and that. You know what I mean? It's not an advertising. There's no corporate HD involved. They're doing it on a separate day, blah, blah. Like they are going way out of their way to make sure we're putting on the show. They're just supporting us. You know what I mean? And so far we've gone in there like straight up, Dan, we went into our last meeting, dude. The last 2 or 3 years, Rhino, I, and a couple of our friends have put on a show, again, parking lot show, whatever. And every fucking year, Rhino's like, dude, we need midgets. We need midgets. Every fucking year. And we're all like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah. Midgets, man. Yeah. Like we could totally just buy midgets. Okay. And then this fucking couple months ago, we showed up at Harley with the event coordinator meeting or whatever. And she turns her thing around and her computer around. She's like, what do you guys think about midget wrestling? And I just looked at fucking Rhino's eyes welling up with fucking tears, dude. I was like, you're scratching.
What are you talking
You're
about?
scratching it. Yeah. And it was like, it was her idea. We didn't go, hey, we want midgets. She was like, do you guys want midgets? You know what I mean? So we're trying to fucking work that out.
And by the way, they prefer to be called little people, but you wouldn't believe
how many of them do you know?
How cheap it is
how
to
many
actually
of them do you know to say that?
Micro wrestling, dude.
Confidence, dude. You got all this confidence, like you know what the fuck they want to be called.
Yeah, right.
My wife's a little person. I'm just kidding. Yeah, but you know what? Here's the funniest part about the whole story, though, is what they wanted for payment.
Mm.
They wanted one meal.
The Harley dealership or the little people?
The little people.
They wanted one meal and a case of Red Bull.
No.
And a room.
No.
And a room to stay. That's it.
No money.
Place to stay, one meal. Yep. 24 pack of Red Bull.
Are
That's
these
it.
fucking women of the night?
They're
Are they gonna
dude.
be working afterwards? It's like they just wanna get onto the property so they can really start selling their goods later on?
The way she was describing it, they all have they have wrestler personas and outfits and
So
like their
good.
storyline and all sorts of shit, dude.
So good.
Yeah. So we're working real hard to try and figure that out. There might be some sort of scheduling conflict, but I mean,
Yeah.
we'll figure it out. But
And just shout out to every, like, yeah, Harley Davidson's been super cool and like they're footing the bill. Huge, dude. The venue, not having to pay for a
Yeah.
venue, not having to pay for like food, having dollar beers, did you? It's like
liquor
it's 1983
licenses.
again. You know what I mean? Dollar
Yeah.
beers at a fucking free show with a hardcore show and all this other shit. You have no reason not to show up. And you
Yeah.
definitely, if you don't come to the first one, you're gonna regret it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, I can't believe I missed the first Idle Hands show. You know, this is it.
It sounds good. I mean, the dealership in Dallas let us take over last year, and he wasn't lying, dude. He literally they got rid of all the fucking bikes, dude. Every fucking brand new bike they just like made disappear, dude. They put all the bikes outside in the back, fucking cleared it out for a swap meet, tattoos. I was just like, well, they
Yeah,
fucked up here. They should have at least left a couple of them, parked out here
Yeah.
looking fucking cool, But
Yeah.
they're super rad. And I think the dealership have got to do something different to get people in the doors, like they're fucking struggling, to connect with this next generation that ain't even getting fucking driver's licenses, much less motorcycle licenses. So
yep,
I think it's very smart of them
Yeah.
to bring you guys in and let you throw a fucking party, that's based around motorcycles. Like what? It's a no-brainer. And it's awesome to see they've got people in the right places to facilitate not only the conversation but the actual event that you guys are doing with them. So I
Yeah.
will give them credit for that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
We absolutely couldn't be doing it if they weren't
Now, if
helping
you're
us
not
out.
in business next year, then we'll have to go back to the drawing board. But if you guys burn the place down with
Yeah.
the midgets the first goddamn year of the Idle Hand show, dude.
I
It
know
is
they
what it
got a
is,
whole
man.
case of Red Bull. Those midgets, you don't know what the fuck. Wind them up like that, dude. You don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Listen,
Listen, if
guy with one as a wife, dude, he knows, dude.
if this shit goes down in a fucking ball of flames and it only happens one year, I'm all good with that. It
Yeah,
is what it
same.
is. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
blow
really,
hopefully
honestly,
it's every
up
year.
like a goddamn volcano, and if it fucking, we'll burn it to the ground if we have to. But it's gonna be a fucking party, and if I die that night, good. I went out in a blaze of fucking glory, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking sick, dude. All right, so tell me, since you guys are not judges, right? Like you have no influence.
None.
Truth, Craig, John, or John are watching. You guys go ahead and just get off. We don't need any biased opinions. Tell me what y'all's favorite bikes are, or maybe even like some of the cooler things that you guys are seeing that maybe you didn't expect, or maybe you can just call out a winner right now. That's it. Tell me about it.
Shit.
You've
Yeah.
only got 25 fucking dudes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only 25 left.
Are
That's
they
that's
better
really
than you
cool.
thought? Or are they fucking not
Oh.
as good as you
I
thought?
gotta, there's a couple that like really stand out for me. Number one, there's this dude building a bike, a motorcycle, a snowdercycle out of a fucking snowmobile engine, and he's
Okay.
made the entire frame. I don't even know what kind of snowmobile it comes from or what. I'm not a snowmobile guy, but like that shit really impresses me.
Yeah.
Like that, and then the other ones is actually there's Ethan has a CB 750, and this fucking thing is just like the coolest fucking CB I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
entire life. Like
It's
it's so fucking clean, it's so fucking nice, and the coolest thing about it is he's not like a huge builder. He's just a
Yeah.
dude in his garage who is really passionate about building it. Like that's what really stands out for me is like the dudes that are rudimentary tools, very modest garage. They have like some simple tools and they're making these fucking bikes that are just like insane.
Yeah. There's Porky from Porky's Custom Paint. He's building a trike out of a gold wing that is also going to have a fucking pizza oven in the cabin.
Oh,
so there's that happening.
Okay.
There's a lot of really cool shit. That CB he's talking about has a Druin supercharger on it and fucking like all sorts of custom shit on it. There's some really, really, really cool fucking bikes that are being built and shit that was never in my wheelhouse or whatever have imagined. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the sheer fact that there's 150 fucking people building motorcycles because me and this other dum-dum were like, let's do this thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It keeps occurring to us and we're like, holy fuck, dude. Like the fact that we had even a smallest
Bro, when we first launched this shit, we were biting our nails. We're like, what are we going to get? Like 20 people, you know? And then 150 fucking submissions. I was blown away.
Did you draw the line? Did you see like cut it off? Like, all right, we got to stop here. Or was it just
once it got past 100, I was like, Dan, should we shut it down? Because I was like, this is too many fucking bikes, dude. But we just let it rip.
That's sick.
Yep.
Well, has anybody been cut that you were like, what? Dude, how the fuck did you guys vote them off?
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a few.
For sure. It's been kind of cool, like seeing their thought processes as they vote, you know what I mean? Like seeing, just because obviously we respect the fuck out of all of them.
Yeah.
So seeing kind of where they're at. And then we've talked about, like, personally, each cut, we haven't, like, it hasn't been the bikes that I would have picked. It hasn't been the bikes that Rhino would have picked. You know what I mean?
Not all of them. Yeah. There's definitely some standouts.
Yeah.
But then there's some ones that was like, oh, and the way that we do the voting too is we rank order it, right? So it's not like a unanimous thing where they come up with it. They all the judges just rank them, and each rank has like points associated with it, right?
Got it.
So you can see like when the first person does their ranking and then the second person does their ranking and everything gets all fucking jumbled because one person put this one as number 1, but he put it as number 17. But it's the fairest way to do it.
How are the judges lining up? Are they pretty consistent or are they fucking totally different fucking polar?
I'll say the top tier bikes, they're pretty consistent.
Yeah.
So like the top 10 are really consistent, and then the bottom ones fluctuate quite a bit.
Yeah. But there's definitely some standouts. There's absolutely some that people are paying a lot of attention to and shit. And but yeah, I mean, there's been some that have been knocked out, but that's part of the reason. And we've had a budding idea of this like redemption pick that we're calling it, where the judges will pick the 13th from the B-side on the day of the show. We've had an idea, like we wanted to incorporate that some way. It just took us up until now to kind of figure out how to do it. But that way, for one, it keeps the B-side builders engaged, hopefully, and they're like, no, there's still a chance. But it's like there are people that maybe they had a rough couple months and they didn't have time to get to their shit. And you know how it is, Dan. Like
they don't need 12 months to build
exactly.
A bike,
I was just gonna say the last 3 months, that's how I would do it. If I had 12 months and I didn't have to update anybody, the last 3 months, I'm gonna get all the work done.
I wouldn't have started until the beginning of the year.
Right, exactly. So there's some of that too, and it's like that's fine. If that's how you work, bring it in and let's see it. And if it's good enough, you'll end up being in the running for everything. You know, so it's cool. But it's also, I feel like that's a way to keep it where the competition isn't the main priority, or hopefully it isn't. The money hopefully isn't the reason why people are in this competition. I'm sure there are
cherry on top. That's like if you're a garage building dude from modest income, you get 10 G's, dude. Now you're in a different category. Now you can buy your next project. And the other thing that we're doing is we're working with a lot of magazines and creators and shit, because it's all about shining the spotlight, like getting them into other shows, getting them into magazines, A-side and B-side, So that's the thing is like, you're not doing this shit for the glory. You're doing it for the love of it. But other people want to see your shit, Other people want to see what you're doing,
Yeah.
I mean, $10,000, that's a pretty fucking hefty prize, dude.
Yeah. We put it out there kind of almost tongue in cheek at the beginning, but we were like, there's a year. And like he was saying, so all the Patreon money we put that right into the purse, and like other than paying for subscriptions every month, all of the money we're making is going into the purse. And then we have the GoFundMe. So people, I know it's hard for people to have extra scratch nowadays, but when they do, if they throw a couple bucks in, we've done some raffles too, where it's like anybody who enters into the GoFundMe, any amount this month, you're entered in a raffle to win something or whatever. You know
an
what I mean? And we
enricher
have,
knob, handlebars, whatever,
yeah,
and shout out to all those people that are donating their time and resources to do this, like, that's the
right.
thing that's been so cool is how many people have gotten behind it and is like, this is exactly what we wanna see, and
Yeah.
I'm 100%
Donated.
on board. But that's the
Yeah.
craziest thing is, yeah, originally I was like, I want 10 Gs for the winner, but I had no idea. Dude, I've never raised 10 Gs. I'm a fucking dirtbag, dude,
Yeah.
I mean, 10
but
G's all at once, and you're gonna have to give it to somebody?
Yeah.
dude, and by the way, it's gonna be in a fucking gangster role with an elastic band, dude. No
Fucking
IRS.
better
In
be,
fact,
dude.
we're doing 9,999 and 99 cents just so the IRS doesn't fucking flag your ass. We're gonna give you a
Yeah.
wad of cash in a fucking I'm either gonna give it to you in an elastic band or I'm gonna shoot it out one of those guns, and you have to grab
Fucking
all the fucking
brutal.
hundreds.
Yeah.
But
Ugh.
that's how we're doing it. This is
I
all
want to,
below board. This is all very highly illegal.
yeah. I want to see like a fake, one of those big ass fucking checks, $9,999 with a fucking $1 bill stapled to it.
Yeah.
There
There
you
you go.
go.
There's your fucking 10K. Bada boom. You know what I mean? But yeah, and then hopefully the other thing too is because it's all crowdfunded, if shit starts to ramp up or when we start to put out for sponsors and shit like that, if we go over 10K, all right, now we can give money to second place. Now we can give money to the winner of the B side. Now we can, you know what I mean? Like shit opens up. So we're not just going to cap it and then say, fuck it. If we make more than that, then we'll roll it right back into the show.
Yeah.
We just want it. We're not gonna. Me and Danny don't take a cent. We just want it to go to the builders, and they're the ones that put the show. If nobody built a bike for this, there's no show. If nobody donated money, there's no fucking show. That's
Yeah.
the coolest thing to me is just how the community has gotten together all across the world, dude. Like we have people in Australia that submitted in that first 150 in the UK. Like people all across the world just being like, I want to be a part of this, and I'm going to
That's
support
cool.
it. That's been so fucking cool, dude.
And even if it's just an excuse for them to get out in the garage and start to work on their bike, if they don't build the bike, if they don't get here in July or whatever, but you started, fucking cool. That's good enough. Keep going. Fucking eventually you'll have a bike. But it would be nuts to have 154 fucking bikes. Like that's a show in and of itself. You know what I mean? If every fucking motherfucker shows up to this thing, 154 or 40, whatever it was, all lined up. I don't even know how we're going to do that logistically, but we'll figure it out. Fucking,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
And I want to shake every motherfucker's hand because if you build bikes in your garage by yourself, that's the thing about choppers is like it's a litmus test on your character. Like you have to have your shit together enough to be able to afford these parts. So you can't be like all methed out. You can't be a fucking dirtbag. But you also like after your day job, you have to give all your money
I know
to
some of
parts
these
and
people.
shit. You have to hustle. You spend all your time on marketplace, and then all your other available time, you're staying up late, getting up early, and you're in the garage. You're fucking losing digits. You're sweating. You're bleeding. That's what it's about. That's what we're celebrating here.
I love it. Well, I'll donate a 12-month subscription to MC Shop Tees for sure if you guys want to give that away.
Fucking
Hell
A, dude.
yeah, man.
Yeah, super
Very cool.
appreciate it, man.
I love that you guys are doing this. The Idle
Thanks, man.
Hands Chopper Show. And where is it at in New Hampshire?
Technically, it's in Hooksett, New Hampshire. It's 100 Technology Drive, Hooksett, New Hampshire. It's right off the major highway 93, right on the other side of Manchester. It's
What's the
really
name of the
easy to get to.
dealership?
It's Manchester Harley Davidson.
Manchester Harley Davidson.
Yep.
Exit 10 off 93. Go follow at Idle Hands Show on Instagram or Facebook, at the Lowlife Podcast on Facebook or fucking IG. All we do on our podcast is talk about this now. So
Yeah.
tune in. We drop an episode every fucking Friday. Haven't missed a Friday in 7 years. And we will never miss a Friday. Never missed a Friday.
Oh, dude, I think I did 6 or 7 years without missing a Wednesday.
Damn.
Not anymore. I've missed a bunch of fucking Wednesdays. But I've also put out 3 and 4 podcasts a week, multiple times. So
Right.
There you go.
Hell yeah.
there's a lot of them out there. Well, that's sick. So do you guys do the video for all your podcasts? Does it go
We
out
do
on
now, yeah.
YouTube like that? Spotify or what?
Spotify has the video, YouTube has the video, Apple doesn't, but you can listen to us there too.
Yep.
I don't even bother with the other ones. If you're on some weird third party app, I didn't even bother doing that shit, dude. Setting that shit up is a pain in the ass.
Dude, my podcast is on a bunch of shit that I never reached out to put it on. It's fucking
Mm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you guys are
Yeah, I'd
doing
say
this.
like 90% of the people that listen to us are on Spotify, and you can watch the
Yeah.
video there.
Yeah. Well, sick. Well, we're gonna do a Kickstarter competition. Somebody's gonna win a knife made by Nick.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hopefully I can get Choppers Magazine on board with belt buckles again this year, because those belt buckles were fucking sick.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and then we'll bring the winner to Texas.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking
And if
hey, dude.
one of your 8, you got 13 people that will be on the A side. If
Yep.
one of those 13 people wins, then I'll do, if they want to have their shop featured with MC Shop Tees, I'll do a feature on them.
That's so cool, man.
Competition for sure.
That's beautiful.
Because
Very fucking cool.
dude. And I'm gonna make sure Craig doesn't take it easy on you motherfuckers. Like, hopefully I can get up there and fucking really ring them out. Have you guys haven't
You
seen any of
should,
the
dude.
competitions, huh? I don't think
I've
in
seen the
person.
videos and shit, not in person.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't. I think Daytona's
Actually,
the east I've been. And I guess I did one in Minnesota last year.
you did one in Sturgis, right?
Did one in Sturgis.
Was it Sturgis?
Yeah.
I think our boy Chase he was second place in the one you did out in Sturgis.
Really?
Shorter Jack kid. It was the one they had to run through the pool or whatever, or jump out of the pool. I think he was in second place. He had, what did he have out there? It might have been his shovel that he had just finished.
Yeah, that was in Deadwood.
That's what it was, Deadwood. Yep.
Yeah, the Sturgis rally. That was
it's our boy Chase.
I cut
Hell
a
yeah.
fucking hole in that pool, so that pool's not there anymore.
Oh shit. That's fucking cool. Hey, can I put out some breaking fucking news real quick? While we've been sitting here, John Repetto has been texting me. We're doing a swap meet with the Easy Co in La Espada on February 22nd, upstairs in the New Tradition building in Worcester. The address is 7 Jackson Street in Worcester, Massachusetts. And John Repetto says hi. And that's what I've got.
Hey, John. Hey, it was really cool having those guys down for that first CeeLo scramble. I know we talked about it already, but it really was. Like, I appreciate the shit out of them. I probably had the least relationship with those guys out of all the builders that built a giveaway bike. I mean, that's fucking crazy to get 6 people to build a giveaway bike, especially those guys not knowing me that well.
Sure.
I hope that they enjoyed it as much as I did. And I'd love to have you guys down for Born Free Texas if you can make that happen. Maybe one of you guys can win that Kickstarter competition, dude, and you'll have to come down.
Fucking A. I'm going to work on it for sure.
You guys are on the
18th
fucking
kick every
A-side,
time.
right?
On the A side?
Yeah.
Dude, if we could fucking join this competition, we both said this 100 times. Like, it sucks that we can't join our own fucking build off. Like, this is exactly, I'm not saying that, maybe either of us would be competitive, but like, this is exactly the kind of shit that's why we're doing it. Cause it's like, man, if only there was a thing, you know what I mean? Yeah. We've both built enough bikes at this point that we're like, we like it. We know we're here for good. We're going to keep doing it. We're only getting better at it. That's the whole goal. And it's like, fuck, that if there was something like this that existed, that's what I would want to do. So let's just make it exist. Fuck it.
Someone else copy us and do the same fucking thing so me and Dan can enter next year.
Yeah. Well, I was doing Kickstarter competitions, like, being a part of them, competing. This old guy named Kirk Sharp used to do it. He used to put on an event called Just Kickers. And I never actually went to one of his events. But I always had a bunch of friends that talked about how awesome it was. And then he did a couple of those Kickstarter competitions at, the Southern Throwdown, which used to happen at the Bomb Factory in Dallas with the Lucky 7 crew and Oliver Peck. And it was awesome, dude. And I fucking won a couple of them. And, I just kind of took his idea. And, I guess the only thing I did was make it a little bit more crowd friendly, like it's a little bit more entertaining to the crowd the way that I do it. But I set one up today, like Nitty Gritty. Happens down in outside of, I guess it's north of Houston, at this sick ass place in Crockett, Texas. But my buddy Kickstart Mike is doing that one. But it is on the official lineup. And hopefully I'm going to go down there and compete in it because, fuck everybody else, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to try and win a knife made by Nick.
Fuck yeah.
And get my own fucking tickets to Born Free, Texas.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah,
Fuck
I get it. Like you just do stuff the way you want it to be done, stuff that you'd want to participate in. And I think you guys got the right attitude. And I'm stoked that we finally connected like this and did a podcast. If I can ever be, if you guys ever need anything and I can help out with whatever, don't ever hesitate to reach out. You got my number. Yeah, and I'm stoked.
Thank you, man.
You guys are putting in all the work for the Idle Hands show. Everybody up there is very lucky that you guys are doing what you're doing. So thank you.
Thank you, man. That means a lot. Thank you.
Fucking A.
Fuck yeah. And if we can ever do anything, please let us know.
Oh, I'm going to come in fucking hot at some point, dude.
Fuck yeah. We're here.
You're going to regret saying that.
Only one way to find out.